Welcome to SSF, and what we're talking about today is it takes discipline to be great. It takes discipline to be great. Now, the definition of self-discipline is the ability to control one's feelings and overcome one's weaknesses. The ability to pursue what one thinks is right despite temptations to abandon it. His observance of his diet was a show of tremendous willpower and self-discipline. Now, I want to use this video to educate my brothers that whenever you're striving to achieve a goal and to be the best that you can in achieving that goal, then you're going to have to use self-discipline. And self-discipline is going to have to, self-discipline is just basically avoiding some, maybe some temporary pleasure to try to achieve a goal. Say, for instance, maybe abstaining from drug use, abstaining from alcohol, use, abstaining from sleeping with a whole bunch of maybe different women or loose women, abstain from eating the wrong foods, drinking the wrong beverages. You're doing all of this to try to achieve a goal. Roy Jones Jr. to me is one of the greatest boxers that I've ever seen. To me, he's the greatest boxer that I've laid eyes on, and that's with seeing highlights of Muhammad Ali. That's with seeing Floyd Mayweather fight. That's with seeing Canelo Alvarez and Bud Crawford. All these great boxers. To me, in Roy's prime, he was the greatest boxer I've ever saw. I'm going to let Roy talk about how he disciplined himself to become great in his interview that he did with Real Life Productions. It's going to be a little insert of this video, and then I'm going to come back with my commentary. Hey, you guys, check this out. Check this out.
You said you don't smoke and you don't drink.
Nope.
How long you been like that? All your life?
My whole life. Listen, when I started boxing, I started writing down everything that I saw people do in my head. If I saw you do something that took away from your boxing career, that went on my page. I can't do that. So I saw kids that were doing drugs, guys older than me. I saw guys that were smoking weed. I saw guys that were smoking cigarettes. I saw guys with too many girl problems. I saw guys with everything possible to keep them from making it. And some of the stuff they didn't have to be doing. You understand me? So it's like, I ain't got to smoke or drink. You understand me? It's other things I can do. Do I love women? Yes. Do I love having fun? Yes. But my fun can't go as far as the next person's fun because of the lane I'm in. You understand me? So that's why when we did the verse, it's like, Roy ain't got to smoke or drink because Roy can't do that. But I had to clarify that. Because if I get on saying, I talk about me smoking and drinking, I'm lying. Because I don't. And I still don't.
So you never tried it or anything like that?
For what?
Yeah.
I walk on a natural high.
Yeah, I like what Roy said. And you can see, Roy Jones to me was one of the greatest boxers, again, that I've ever seen. Roy was known for incredible hand speed. I mean, unbelievable hand speed. Would knock you out with a quick jab to the face. And man, you wouldn't even see it coming, or uppercut. I mean, the guy, hand speed was incredible. His footwork was incredible. Not only was he a great offensive fighter, which means throwing punches and knocking cats out and he giving you blows to the face that would really hurt you and could take out his opponent, but he was great at defensive because you could throw punches at him. And because of his footwork, because of his reflexes, and because of his incredible vision, that he could see the punch coming and avoid it, dodge it, duck it. And then as he ducking it, he's smart enough, or he's quick enough, and he has the reflexes enough to hit you with another punch, which is called a counter punch. As you punch at him, and he avoided it, bow, and knock you out. Or he could dance with you and play with you because he was so quick, so fast in his prime, and lure you to sleep, and bow, hit you with a punch, knocking you out. So Roy was one of the greatest boxers I've ever seen. Man, the guy went 34-0 before losing a fight. Roy competed as a middleweight, as a super middleweight, as a light heavyweight, and as a heavyweight. He's the only boxer in history to start his career out in light middleweight and go on to win titles in all of those weights, including heavyweight title. In Roy's prime, he was known for, again, his great hand speed, his athleticism, his footwork, his explosiveness, his punching power, and his movement and reflexes. As of February of 2018, which we now know as 2023, Jones has the record for the most wins in unified light heavyweight title bouts in boxing history at 12. He is ranked by the Boxing Rec as the 29th greatest pound-for-pound fighter of all time. In 2003, Roy Jones Jr. was inducted into the Boxing Hall of Fame. To me, he's the greatest boxer I've ever seen. Now, Roy said he avoided smoking weed. He avoided using drugs. Roy said, he avoided drinking alcohol. He avoided sleeping with a bunch of women. And when you're smoking weed, I can just talk about weed because a lot of people smoke weed and they think weed doesn't do anything to you. But abuse of weed would do some damage to you. It will kill brain cells. You won't be able to think as fast. You won't be able to think as well as a person who is sober. Also, when a person that smokes a lot of weed, you will lose focus. You will lose reflexes. And that's something you really need when it comes to boxing, as well as thinking. It would take that away. Things that you should be focusing on, things that you should be thinking about, your focus is totally off because you're in the moon, you're in the high, you're in the sky. Also, when you drinking alcohol, you ever notice when you go to a liquor store, you have wine and spirits, because there's a difference between wine and there's a difference between alcohol, because alcohol has way more liquor than wine. And as you drinking and then getting intoxicated and you drinking more and more and more, you become to get intoxicated. And as you get intoxicated, those fallen angels, the demonic spirits begin to get into your body, into your spirit, and change your character. Where you may see a person that was nice, now he's become mean and wanting to fight. Nobody can get along with him. Where you may have seen a woman that's maybe practicing self-control, or a man that may be practicing self-control, now you can have your way with them sexually because they're under the influence and the spirit is now in them. So that's why you want to avoid drugs, you want to avoid alcohol, because you're trying to be great, and it wears and tears on your body. Smoking could wear your heart out and take away your breathing. And you need oxygen when you're out there fighting. So that's one way you need to avoid alcohol and drug abuse when you're trying to become great. When you're a man, you're out there sleeping with this woman, that woman, that woman. Man, that could take away your energy. Also, it can bring around drama. It can bring around a lot of problems, around a lot of issues. And, sometimes you have some women that's trying to get money out of you, women that's trying to embarrass you, secretly taping you. You have to be very, very careful. You have to use discernment. That's why it's important to have a relationship with Christ and acknowledge God in everything you do, so he can lead you and guide you into picking the right mate. And you should find you one woman and be with that woman, and let God choose that woman for you, and you use his discernment to find that woman so that you could be, it won't take away from you being great. We all have God. Our whole goal should be to praise, worship, and live for Christ, because that's what we were created for. And then God has a purpose for us, whether it's preaching or teaching or singing or, having power to pray, to get a prayer through and heal someone. I mean, we all have a gift, and we should go all out to use that gift that God's give us to win souls for Christ. But God also give us a gift that we can monetize with, And I don't agree with boxing. I don't believe God agree with boxing. So I guess you could say maybe playing basketball, maybe working on cars, whatever. You should go all out to do it your very best. Work as if you're working for the Lord. But don't use anything that will stop you from becoming the best that you can within the gift you got and God gave you to monetize it. Because again, alcohol, drugs, too many women will stop you from being the greatest that you could be, and take you down a road of destruction. As the Bible says, be sober, be vigilant, because the devil walks around like a roaring lion looking for someone he can devour. And once you start intaking drugs, once you start drinking a lot of alcohol, now he say, okay, I got him. Let me infiltrate his mind, because he invited me through all this drug use. Let me infiltrate his mind because he invited me with all this alcohol. So, brothers, we have to be extremely careful. We have to be vigilant. That means focused. That means own it at all times and not allowing anything to stop us from achieving our goals. So, brother, I thought this was a good video to use to, help someone. And you brothers have a blessed and prosperous day. Go in the comment section and tell me what you guys think. And like this video. Share this video. Peace and love, brothers. Peace and